I used to be obsessed with Jenny McCarthy. Not in the casual celebrity crush kind of way, more like the kind of fixation you develop when you're lonely enough that your imagination starts filling in the blanks of real life. Back then, she was my dream girl. The poster on the wall, the late-night interviews I'd watch over and over again like they were messages meant specifically for me. This happened years ago, on my way back from a trip. I had been driving most of the day and was too tired to make it home safely, so I pulled off onto a back road and found one of those roadside motels you only stay in when you don't have better options. The kind of place that looks like it hasn't been updated since the 1970s. Yellowed paint, flickering neon vacancy sign buzzing like it had something to say, but couldn't quite form the words. It reminded me of Psycho immediately. The front desk clerk barely looked up when I checked in. Just slid the key across the counter and said, "Room 6, like he'd said it 10,000 times before and was tired of being alive. My room was at the far end of the building. That didn't help. There were only a few other cars in the lot, and the entire place felt like it had been dropped out of time and forgotten. The hallway smelled faintly of mildew and something sweet underneath it, like old perfume that had soaked into the carpet decades ago. Inside, the room was exactly what you'd expect. Cheap bedspread, old TV, a lamp that hummed quietly when it was on. The kind of silence that makes you feel like you're being watched, even when you know you're alone. I threw my bag down and went into the bathroom. The fluorescent light buzzed overhead as I looked into the mirror. That's when I noticed something was off. I couldn't explain it. My reflection looked like me, but there was something delayed about it, like when a video call freezes for half a second and the person's face doesn't quite match their movements. I moved my head, the reflection moved too, but for a split second it didn't. I told myself I was just tired. Travel fatigue does weird things to your brain. You see shadows where there aren't any, hear things that aren't there. I splashed some water on my face and went back into the room, shutting the bathroom light off behind me. I didn't even bother with the TV. I just laid down, pulled the covers up, and passed out almost immediately. Sometime later, I woke up. I don't know what time it was. The room was dark except for the faint glow of the streetlight leaking through the curtains. And for a moment, I couldn't figure out why I was awake. Then I saw her. She was sitting at the edge of the bed, completely nude. Her back was to me at first, her shoulders hunched slightly forward, her head tilted just enough that I could see the curve of her cheek. Even in the dim light, I recognized the face instantly. Jenny McCarthy, or something that looked exactly like her. Except she was blue, not pale, not ghostly white, blue. A soft, unnatural shade that made her skin look almost translucent, like light was passing through it instead of reflecting off it. And there was something wrong with the way she was sitting. Too still, too perfect, like a mannequin posed in a department store window. I couldn't move, my entire body locked up in that primal way it does when your brain hasn't decided whether you're dreaming or about to die. Her head turned slowly. Not smoothly, slowly, as if it was being guided instead of moved. Her eyes met mine, and I felt something inside my chest tighten like a fist, closing around my lungs. They were the right shape, the right color, but there was nothing behind them, no warmth, no curiosity, just a deep, endless emptiness that felt like it went on forever. I had recently read about succubus demons, entities that appeared in forms designed to seduce you, to get close, to feed. And in that moment, lying there in the dark, I was absolutely convinced that's what this was. She opened her mouth slightly. I thought she was going to speak, but no sound came out. Instead, she leaned closer. That's when I saw it. Her face wasn't right. Up close, the features were too symmetrical, too perfect, like someone had taken a human face and smoothed out every imperfection until it stopped looking alive. Her lips parted a little more, and for just a second I swear I saw another mouth inside hers, wider, darker, Waiting. I didn't know what else to do, so I did the only thing I could think of. I pulled the blanket over my head. I stayed like that for what felt like hours, listening to the silence of the room, waiting for the sound of breathing that never came, waiting for the mattress to shift. It didn't. Eventually, I must have passed out, because the next thing I knew, it was morning. Sunlight pushed through the curtains, and the room looked exactly the way it had when I went to sleep. No sign of anyone else, no blue skin, no hollow eyes staring back at me. Just me. I packed up and left without even checking out properly. I didn't talk about it for years. Told myself it was sleep paralysis, stress. My brain playing tricks on me. Until recently. A few months ago, I was cleaning out some old boxes and found a stack of travel receipts from that trip. One of them was the Motel Room 6. Something about seeing it again made my stomach drop, so I decided to look the place up online. It's still there. Same name, same location. But when I clicked on the reviews, one of them caught my eye. It was posted 2 days after I stayed there. A man said he had woken up in the middle of the night and seen a blue woman sitting at the edge of his bed. Said she looked like someone he used to fantasize about. Said she leaned in close like she was about to kiss him. Then he blacked out. His next sentence was the one that bothered me. He said when he looked in the bathroom mirror the next morning, his reflection moved half a second after he did.